Sup, y'all? Hey, man, what up? New idea today. Well, not really new, to be honest. I've had this idea in my head for a very long time. I just, didn't know, how to really execute it perfectly, or at least, try, you know what I'm saying? Basically, you know what I mean? Sometimes I'd be just, listening, vibing, chilling in my room on my own. And, you know what I mean? When I'm just, chilling, I'd be having, visions, you know what I mean? My imagination is kind of wild. I just, be having, visions of just, me being famous or just wild visions, you know what I'm saying? Just me doing cool stuff. And one of them was just me doing an interview, you know what I mean? If you fan of hip hop, you know what I mean, you do rappers do interviews. You got Montreality, shout out to them because I got pretty much most of the questions, if not all of them, from their interviews from the description. So shout out to Montreality. I'm about to make my own interview based off their questions basically. So shout out to them. But people like them, like Big Boy with the Breakfast Club, whatever, those people that, be making interviews. I was just like, man, wouldn't it be cool if I got an interview on one of those just one day and whatever. I was like, of course, but will that really happen? When? How? Will it even have will I become famous or blow up or whatever so I can get an interview? I was like, man, that would probably never happen. I'm not to be not to bring it down, but who knows, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm about to do my own interview. So I went ahead, grabbed some questions. Shout out to Montreality. Got it straight from descriptions. And I was like, you know what? I'm about to interview myself. And I got 10 questions right here. I got the mood and everything set up. I'm about to interview myself. Why not? You know what I'm saying? So, shit, let's get right into it, okay? The first question we have right here is favorite cartoons and animes. So I ain't gonna lie, my favorite cartoon of all time, it's always been this, and it's probably gonna stay the same. SpongeBob, bro. SpongeBob is just legendary. It's just the goats of cartoons. To be honest, of course there are other mentions. You can say Tom and Jerry. You can say, for some reason now my mind just blocks every single thing. But Pink Panther. You can say yeah, my mind just stops working for some reason, but there's a lot. But to be fair, my favorite of all time gotta be SpongeBob. So that's a quick, easy answer for the first question right there for you. Second question is favorite anime. To be honest with you, I never really watched a full anime from start to finish or anything like that. The only one I did was when I was super young, a couple of years ago with my brother, was Death Note. That was probably the only anime I kind of watch episode after episode with my brother. But other than that, I just hear about anime. Obviously, I love animes everywhere. I love it, but I never really watched one, and I'm probably missing out. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not the type. Especially these days, I don't really recall the last time I actually stopped and went to watch a movie or something by myself, my own choice. I just don't really be watching movies or TV shows or anything like that on my own. I'm kind of a YouTube kind of guy. I just watch videos all the time. So yeah, I never really watched a full anime, but I definitely know some and I have my favorites without really watching them, but I have them. I have Tokyo Ghoul, Tokyo Ghoul. I don't know how to, okay, exactly. Tokyo Ghoul. I'm probably mispronouncing that heavy, but that one, I actually got the mask for it. I don't know. Did I not show that before? I don't know, but I have that mask for the anime out there. And I a lot of people say Attack on Titan is cool. I never watched it, so I don't know much about it, but that one is cool apparently too. Of course, One Piece, Naruto. I was mispronouncing Naruto. There's an anime character that I really like. It's called Sniper Mask. I don't know what anime it's from, but it looks really cool. Sniper Mask, it's called. It's just a dude with a black and white mask. It had a smile on it. That one looks really fire. And yeah, once again, my mind kind of blocking out the animes that I like, but you know, I kind of give you a little bit of what I know over there, so that's cool. Next question we have is, favorite video games. Okay, so my favorite video game franchise of all time, I feel just given the childhood and just the memories since I was since I was a kid, I ain't gonna lie. Of course, there's a lot, but I'm gonna to name two franchises that come off the top. First of all, Five Nights at Freddy's, it's just FNAF, you know what I'm saying? I played pretty much every single one of them from the PC to yeah, it's really that's when it started at the PC, and then you know I mean eventually they dropped them on the PlayStation 4 and all that, the security breach and the help wanted and all, but Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Just like it's definitely Five Nights at Freddy's, man. Just like growing up with that game, I probably like started following around with the game around the time that Sister Location dropped. So yeah, man, just me catching up from that point, moving forward, we just with the series and keeping up and just growing up with it. And of course, if you know Five Nights at Freddy's, you gotta know about them songs, the FNAF songs. Such a huge part of just like the childhood and the memories. Like Five Nights at Freddy's, I hold them clear, like super super close to my heart. The second franchise that came to my mind when it comes to video games, Transformers. Of course, there's a lot of other franchises, but I can't really remember other than these two. And Five Nights at Freddy's is like number one. But Transformers had a lot of great games. Fall of Cybertron, I think that one of them, one of my favorites. A lot of memories. You know what I'm saying? Also, another video game that just popped up in my head. It was on the PlayStation 2. It was Power Rangers Super Legends. I'm a huge fan of Power Rangers as well. Childhood, we're gonna get into that, but I'm a huge fan of Power Rangers. There was a game on the PlayStation 2. It was Power Rangers Super Legends. That one is fire, bro. Like I love that one. It had like the Mighty Morphin Red Ranger on the cover art, and you just like so many like characters from like different seasons. You know what I mean? You got the Dino Thunder in there. You got the Mighty Morphins in there. You just got all type of like different Power Rangers from the series, and like they're all in like the same game. So many great memories with that one on the PlayStation 2, Power Rangers Super Legends. So yeah, for sure. But when it comes to like my favorite video game franchise, definitely Five Nights at Freddy's. And favorite game like overall, WWE games. Once again, I almost forgot that to be fair. I'm glad I remembered. I'm a huge WWE fan. That's no secret. I just finished recording like a Bray Wyatt kind of video. You're probably gonna see it uploaded. It's I tried my best. I just do stuff for fun, really. I don't take things serious, so I just do stuff for fun. To be honest, I'm just a huge fan of a lot of things, and I just don't like to hide that fact. You know, I'm a huge fan of WWE, so of course WWE games are a huge favorites of mine. I buy them each year. Of course, I keep up. So WWE games and Five Nights at Freddy's are where it's at for me when it comes to video games. So that's good for sure. Favorite movies. Now, like I said again, I don't really be watching movies these days, but I'll tell you what, my favorite genre of movies is probably horror movies since I was a kid. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, the scariest movies that I've seen were the Grudge franchise. You know, it got me looking around out here in this dark blue room. But no, the Grudge is scary. The Grudge, like if even if like if you know like the Japanese versions, like Ju-on or whatever it's called, like Guon, whatever how you pronounce it. Like even the Japanese version, like yeah, the Grudge is creepy as hell. Like I was so obsessed with those movies as a kid. And now I'm looking back, I'm like, yo, like that's scary as hell. Like you know what I mean? That scene when she crawled up down the stairs, like whoa. Like I don't even know how I was super obsessed with them as a kid. Like I'm just like looking around trying to remember that. Like it's crazy. It's funny how you get scared of things that you weren't scared of when you were a kid. I'm not like scared of it. Just like it's kind of creepy. I ain't gonna lie. I sleep alone now. It's different, but yeah. When it comes to movies, horror is my favorite genre, and The Grudge is crazy. I love it. That movie. It creeps me out, but I love it. I love other movies too. Deadpool, Spider Man, of course. My favorite superheroes are Spider Man and Deadpool. Supervillain, the Joker, of course. Two quick questions for you. Now we switch it a little bit over. We talked about video games. We talked about anime, cartoons, movies. We'll switch it over a little bit to real life, if you will. This question right here is also from the Montreal description. All of those are from there pretty much. We got meaning of love. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The thing is, I learned about love, man. Is like when your heart like kind of beats when you're talking to the person. That's like you think you kind of falling in love with. Like that's kind of when you know it's real, bro. Like for real. Because like I've had that feeling before, and it's like there's nothing going on at all, but like you kind of like you just feel nervous around them, like your heart kind of beats when you're trying to talk to that person. That's like how you kind of know that, like oh snap, like there's something happening here. Like okay, like you falling in love, bro. Like you kind of feel it. It's just like that heartbeat, you know. It's just like that nervousness, you know. That's just like something I've always like realized and noticed about love that I like, but love can be like really like super super dope. Like it's the thing about love is, man, like it can take you and bring you so up and takes you so high and like it could literally like change the way you see life, change the way you feel, change the way you live. Like I've experienced that before. I've been like sad and lonely for a long time, and then I found someone, and then I'd be talking to them, and every day I would just like be super excited to finish all everything that I gotta do so I can go to that time period where I could finally sit down and talk to that person. Like it kind of motivates you to keep going. It just makes you happiness. It changes the way you live, changes the way you think. So love is definitely like a good, powerful thing. But at the same time, though, like when love falls apart, when like you get your heart broken, when the relationship ends, when a breakup happens, it's yeah, the same way you kind of feel up in happiness and just when you feel that beautiful feeling, that's love, the same way you feel that, you kind of feel it when it like when it ends, when it breaks down, and you're just like left alone with just like sadness and what did I do wrong and how did that happen? How did we go from this to that? And of course, the memories don't really leave you alone; they kind of haunt you. So yeah, love is definitely it's kind of a double-edged sword, if you will. It could be something really great and awesome, but it also could be something that could be painful. But hey, man, that's kind of why you love it, man. It's crazy, or you hate it too. It depends on if you love it or not. Next question is also from Montreal. All of them are, like I said. Is life as 86 years old? I ain't gonna lie. If I make it till like at this point, if I make it till like 30 or 50 years old, like I'm super happy about that. To be honest, I'm 18 currently, 18 from Saudi Arabia. Just out here trying to do what I gotta do, do what I'm trying to do, trying to make every day count, trying to make every second count. And yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm just trying my best out here. So life as 86 years old. First of all, if I even make it, I'm not saying like you just never know really. Like I'm not saying I'm not gonna make like always talk positively about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you say and throw out there in the universe is could be powerful. So watch your words. That's what I heard some people say. So hopefully I make it. But 86 years old, I wonder how could that look like for me, man. I really wonder. I don't really know how to answer that. I just hope that I mean, I'm out there surrounded by I guess my new family or whatever. Hopefully, it's just like in a cool house, swimming pool, maybe some cats around. Who even know like what life would look like 80 years from now? Like I don't even know if I want to know that. I don't even know if I want to know what that looks like, to be fair. Whoa. But yeah, that's crazy. Next up we have how to heal a broken heart. Well, a quick answer right there for you. You can't really heal a broken heart. I don't think it's really possible. I feel like once you really like get your heart broken by something or someone, whether it's relationships or you can get your heart broken in other ways, of course. Someone passes away. Just anything that kind of really affects you and breaks you down like mentally, like in a huge, huge way. It's kind of hard to really fix that. Like I don't think you can really heal a broken heart because like it's just when your heart breaks, like it's just like you can feel better and like you can feel good again, of course, and you can feel like you healed. But once anything happens similar, you kind of like you feel like your heart is still broken, or you feel like it just keeps on breaking again. So it never really heals. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you can really like heal a broken heart. Unfortunately, if I know, I would have told you. To be honest with you. It's like you feel like once something bad messes you up mentally, just it's just kind of hard to like get up from. It's kind of leave a scar on your heart forever. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know how to heal that, to be honest with you. Next up we have is yeah, a message to someone who might be feeling down, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm currently struggling myself. Like also, yeah, another this ties to another question right here. Message to the youth. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm currently out here 18 from Saudi Arabia, like I said. I'm currently like low key struggling, bro. Like I talked about this in a video I made recently. I just feel I just feel lost. I feel confused most of the time. You know what I mean? The routine is always the same, and that could lead into some loneliness, some sadness. You kind of feel stuck in your head, like you really just feel like you're kind of trapped in a hopeless kind of hole that you really don't know if you're gonna get out of or not. And you just like the worst thing is like you look around you and you see everyone like kind of moving around, moving along, and they kind of like they're doing good in their life. You know what I'm saying? Like they're cool. They're doing good. But you kind of look at yourself and you see that you kind of still stuck in that same place while everybody around you is moving. That's kind of like one of the worst feelings you can feel. And unfortunately, I'm feeling that way these days. I just see like I just see people like yeah, like they got their stuff together. They got their life under control. They kind of get it. They have it figured out. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's what it looks like from the outside, at least. And you know what I mean? You got me out here like just like battling these demons, these voices every day, just heavy like mental pressure and just overthinking and just all I want is like mental peace, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm chasing for. A peace of mind is everything that I ever want to. And yeah, man, no, there's no amount of money in the world that can help that out, man. I would, if you make me choose from money to peace of mind, I would like genuinely pick peace of mind. I don't really, I got everything I want, but I only want peace of mind at this point, to be honest. But yeah, man, if you're going through similar things or anything like that, bro, we're all in this boat together. We're all in this together. You know what I mean? It's all gonna end one day, so just don't stress it out. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Don't stress out. Nothing is really gonna matter at the very end. I mean, some things are, but not everything. So, like, don't take life too seriously. Of course, take it seriously. There's a lot of things to take seriously, but not too seriously. You know what I'm saying? Just like think of life as a little bit of a game, a little bit of a movie in a way, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't just let it ride out, let it play. And life is an experience. That's what Kendrick said. Life is an experience. Enjoy the experience, live the experience, ride the experience, and just let life take you where it takes you, man. And just no matter how hard it is, just push through, bro. That's the only thing you can do. That's the best thing you can do. And nobody wants to give up, man. So fight through those days, fight through those rainy, bad, dark days and nights. I'm doing the same currently too, so no one is really alone. Everybody's struggling, even if they don't make it seem to be, even if they're happy and perfect from the outside. Trust me, bro, people be struggling and they be having deep, deep battles with whatever they gotta do. They just good at not showing it to the world, you know what I'm saying? That's why people be fake smiling and stuff. Just be careful out there, man, and stay safe. Keep going. Don't give up. Never stop. And we're all gonna make it, man. It's all gonna end. Everything's gonna go away at some point. Just have fun and enjoy your life and make the best and the most out of it. That's what I'm doing now. Why you think I'm doing these videos, bro? I'm trying to make the most out of what I got, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make the most out of what I can currently in my life. You never know when it's gonna end, right? Let me just create stuff. So, yeah, man. And it's always good to have a creative outlet as well. If you're struggling with something, it's always good to have like a creative outlet. Like you can write something, like a journal. You can write on your thoughts, or in my case, I'd be writing songs. Sometimes I'd be, you know what I'm saying, recording these videos and talking like a therapy session almost. It's always good to have a creative outlet, whether like art, painting, animation, creating video games, whatever. It's always good to like let out your emotions and have a creative outlet. That's always fire. We have next up is fashion. As you can see, and you could probably tell from my videos, I made a couple of videos before on my wardrobe, on my closet. I love clothes. I love buying clothes. For the past 2 years straight, probably, most of my money, if not all of it, I just spend it on clothes. Like, I just love clothes. Like, you see me leather jacket, Vans, off the wall t-shirt. Like, I just love clothes. I love just fashion. I love looking at inspirations from people, rappers, singers, everybody. And just looking how they wear, what kind of shoes they wear, what kind of pants they wear. I've evolved from jeans to cargo pants. Cargo pants are awesome, way more comfortable and way more better than jeans, to be honest with you. And yeah, man, I just love buying clothes. It's not a secret. Everybody around me know that. I be taking pictures and posting them on Instagram, like outfits and everything. I got like 4,000 pictures out there for real. Like I be loving this thing for real. I love buying clothes. I don't think I'll ever stop. And I really like my sense of fashion and my style, and a lot of people like that too. Got compliments multiple times, and I don't think that's something that will go away, and I love that, man. I want to be like a dripped out 86 years old if I make it there, you know what I'm saying? I want to be out here killing it with the fashion, so I love that, man. The last question out here is childhood. How was my childhood? I ain't gonna lie, my childhood kind of evolves into two halves. The first, like, I would say, since I was born until like 9 years old, or maybe 10, it was beautiful, great, full of like Power Rangers, SpongeBob, all those beautiful things, TV shows, you know what I mean, video games, PlayStation 2, leading into PlayStation 3, Little Big Planet, if you know that game on the PlayStation 3, Sackboy, legendary stuff. So beautiful stuff. However, nearing like when I was about to turn 13, 14, I kind of went into some, you know what I mean, I went through it mentally. That's where the whole like kind of sadness and feeling weird and just the mental problems started popping up, and I had to go to like therapists and like mental hospitals and whatever. Like it was bad. There was like a lot of things I tried to do. It was a lot. You know what I mean? Growing up from like 14 and a little bit before that, things were a little bit bad. Like I don't know what exactly happened. I couldn't go to school. My relationship was not the best in school. I couldn't do it. Every time I go there, I was crying. I was crying my eyes out every night to sleep. Yeah, so like the second part of my childhood that kind of evolved into eventually the era that I'm in now, adulthood, was very like sad and you know what I mean, full of mental problems, as opposed to the first half was actual like happiness in childhood. But you know what I mean, in conclusion, here I am now, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here, I'm doing my thing. I'm kind of realizing, you know what I mean, myself and my life and what I could do with it, and I'm just using the tools that I have in front of me, you know what I mean, to just create stuff. And I kind of love and enjoy all of that, man, because it don't matter if tomorrow is a bad day. It don't matter if the day after tomorrow is a bad day. It don't matter if I'm gonna have 5 bad days in a row after this. It don't matter. Stuff like this right here, that's what matters to me, you know what I'm saying? Just creating stuff, having stuff like this, that's what I kind of love. That's what I live for. Creation. Because I could pass out, I can pass away tomorrow, bro. Don't matter. But this stuff like this is just what matters, man. So that's what the kind of things I love, man. And yeah, bro. Another thing somebody said before as well. A man has two lives, I think. One when he's born, and then the second one is when he realizes he only have one life. I kind of messed up that quote completely, but basically it's like you start living when you're born, but like you also like kind of see life and start living in a whole different way once you realize that you only have one life. And yeah, I read that recently and I was like, you know what, that's kind of true. Like now that I realize that, okay, this is happening in real time. This is happening. I'm living and I only have one life. And it's like, okay, whoa, like, you know what, like maybe I should really like do everything that I want to. I started like the best thing about this era that I'm in right now. I could look back at my childhood and things that I wanted to do, things that I wanted to achieve, but I couldn't do it. It could be because of money. It could be because of just like I didn't know exactly how to get those things or how to do those things. I could look back now and I can achieve those goals, and it happened already like 2 times. Like with the piano thing over there, I made a video about it. I've always wanted a piano that's like good and real like this, but I just never like had the chance, never had a chance to really like, all I had was like a toy piano, but this is the real deal right here. So it was really cool to like go back to that childhood dream and then actually make it a reality now. Is super awesome. Also the trampoline, that's a childhood dream. That's hopefully I'm gonna set it up on the trampoline in the rooftop soon, and I can make some content. But that's another childhood dream that's hopefully gonna come true. And it's just so cool, like coming back as an adult to those old dreams and things that I thought were far away and impossible, and now it's very possible and I got them. It's just such an awesome thing. And yeah, bro, it's just super awesome to be honest. Um yeah, there was also another thing I wanted to talk about, but I kind of forgot about it. It kind of sucks because this so far is great and I spoke everything that I wanted to talk about. And there's one thing I kind of forgot about. Damn, that kind of sucks. I'm really trying to remember what I wanted to say. Hmm. Yes, I kind of got it. Sometimes there's some things that you might want or you might want to achieve and they seem impossible. But bro, trust me, I experienced this many times and it's true. Bro, sometime life would like really take you and be swerving, like life would like twist and turn, take turns, like go left, go right, go all type of different directions, and then suddenly that thing that you thought were impossible, it becomes very possible. It's just gonna take a lot of different times and directions and different decisions and a lot of time and growth. But suddenly, after a lot of twists and turns that life will put you through, because that's what life does, it's just a crazy ride. The things that were impossible, they become possible. And you're like, oh, wait, I thought this wasn't possible. but I can do it now. I can do this thing. I can create this now. And yeah, that's another thing that I wanted to speak on. Like, yo, like, if you think that something is impossible, trust me, it's not. It may feel like it now, but life has its ways and it will definitely become possible at some point. And yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed this too. I talk for too much. Whoa, I talk for too much. Okay, great. I talk for too long, but I love it. This is, once again, just like that similar video that I made recently, is one of the important videos on my channel. Also, if you didn't notice, hey, ow, I got a haircut today. Can you see that? I don't know if you could or not, but you could say it was for the interview. You could say it was just in general. You could say it's a coincidence. But hey, we got it, man. Here we go. Thank you for watching this if you did. I enjoyed making this. I feel like I spoke on everything that I wanted to speak on. And hey, and that's what matters to me the most, man. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching. I love you.